Hello beautiful and exotic women of the world. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is titled, No, I Don't Feel Bad for Having Pretty Privilege. A lot of exoticals have been programmed to be people pleasers. So we've come out of places where we've kind of diminished ourselves and our light and our beauty to please others and make people feel comfortable. And from young, I realized that my presence alone upset people. And so I naturally took that as people are intimidated by me. How can I prove to them that I'm not something to hate or be threatened by? And that came from me just being hyper aware of the reactions people would have to me when they would meet me for the first time. And I would be so excited to say hi to somebody on the playground or in school or at work, at a new job, and just to see their face completely melt and just go sour upon meeting me always confused me. And I always thought, what is wrong with me? Why are they treating me like this? And it took me so long to come to the realization that people are intimidated and threatened by beautiful people. So me telling myself, how can I prove to them that I'm not someone to be threatened by or hated on? I naturally, in doing this, found myself giving more than I should, over explaining, downplaying my accomplishments, talking less in social settings, and even attempting to push my friends who were intimidated by me more into the limelight to feel seen and chosen. And I recall doing this a lot in college and after college, so now in my adult life. And the reason why I don't feel bad about having pretty privilege or using it to my advantage is because if people had the opportunity, they would steal it from you. And I'm going to go into a story time where I talk more about how I've had friends who have used proximity to me to steal my personality. And so it's really important that we use our pretty privilege to pedestalize ourselves and ourselves only. I don't care if that means you look like a bitch or if people call you a bitch. It is what it is. Okay, because at the end of the day, people are predatory, and if they could have what you have, they would. And that's why a lot of people manufacture what you have innately, what you have naturally, and run off with it so that they can make their lives better. I recall having friends who I genuinely thought the friendship was genuine. I thought it was real. I thought these girls were going to be at my wedding one day, and come to find out later on, months down the line or even years down the line, depending on how good they mask their hatred for you, they were threatened and intimidated and jealous of me. And so to appease that feeling that I was picking up from them, I would find myself trying to prop them up on a pedestal. So if we were all out and I wanted them to feel just as wanted or desired, I would have a guy talk to her first or say, oh no, I'm not interested, but here's my friend, something like that. Or if we were all out and someone complimented me, I'd be like, thank you, and then I would try to loop my friend into it so that she would feel included in the praise or whatever. But I realized that that didn't make anything better. It actually made it worse. And I also realized that in doing that, I was hurting myself, and for many reasons. So this only led to people hating me more, and in a lot of cases, they used the opportunity of me kind of lowering myself to pedestalize them. They used that opportunity to shit on me and use me as their footstool. So they saw that I would self-deprecate and minimize myself so that they could shine. It's almost as if when I lowered myself for my fake friend to feel empowered and uplifted, they would take it to an extreme where they would then try to morph themselves into me. So they would try to become me, but an exaggerated, inflated, egomaniac version of me that just wasn't me at all, which I didn't understand because it's like, girl, be yourself. I'm not here to compete with you. Why are you around me? Because I'm not like that. I don't walk around thinking, how can I be an egomaniac and treat people like shit? But the second I put myself down so that I can lift you up, you treat me like shit. But the reason why they always want to be around you and they want you around but also don't like you at the same time is because they are studying you. So a lot of times these women are having an internal battle with themselves where they don't know if they love you or hate you. It's a little bit of both. But they like you enough to keep you around and tolerate you so that they can sit back and take notes. They study how you do your hair, how you do your makeup, the things you're interested in, your passions, the jobs you've worked, what you've done in your past, the types of men you date, the types of things you do in your free time, your hobbies. Everything is up for grabs for these women. When they look at exoticals, when they look at beautiful women who are on their shit, they're looking at you like a buffet. They're like, I want a little bit of this for myself. Ooh, and I'll take a little bit of this. And ooh, this looks good. I'll take a little bit of that. It's like you are not their friend. You are somebody to pull inspiration from. But the sick part about all of this is that once they drop you or you drop them, they're going to run off with your entire life. It's very dangerous for exoticals not to be aware of their pretty privilege and not to tap into it, because things like this happen where you will get with insecure friends either knowingly or unknowingly, and some way or another you will self-deprecate and try to uplift and build up this woman who is quite literally in your life simply to just use you and steal from you. And so if you're operating in your highest feminine energy and you have the privilege that you know you have, you're never going to self-deprecate. So even if you're around an insecure woman, she's going to have to meet you at your level in order for you guys to be friends, which will save you a lot of pain and heartache. It'll save you a lot of drama and issues, because you'll only be surrounded by women who want better for themselves and aren't going to be mean to you or nasty to you because you're not moving off of your pedestal. So in lowering yourself, you lower the God in you as well. The Most High made you the way you are for a reason. And so you denying yourself is almost like denying God. Also, in you lowering yourself, you become a victim of insecure narcissists who want to feel above you. I was friends with a girl who I didn't realize was jealous of me until maybe a year into the friendship. And once I started to notice the signs, I did everything in my power to make her feel equal to me. I could feel in her energy that she was kind of upset that I would get the attention I would get. And I could just feel it in her energy that there was something off. So she would smile in my face and she would invite me over. I even slept over at this girl's house. And I thought we were really cool because every time we went out together. She would tell me how much she loved me. But there would be just instances where I could just feel the energy was off. And I could just feel that she was smiling at me and being kind to me. But there was something behind that smile that she wasn't saying. And I could always feel it. I was just like, what's this unspoken animosity that I'm feeling behind this smiling face? And I could never put my finger on it. But toward the end of the friendship, before I had to cut her off, she started to show her ass. And once a quote-unquote friend starts to show their ass, that's how you know the friendship is over. That's how you know it's done, because now they are showing you who they always were and how they truly feel about you. And I believe that she started to imitate me so much to the point where she started to look like me and copy some of the things that I do, my body shape, things like that. She started to lose a lot of weight to look like me. And so it just became very obvious that she was trying to compete. And it was almost like she wasn't trying to hide it anymore. She wasn't trying to hide the fact that she wanted to be me and compete with me. And she started showing her ass when we would go out. She started acting like I was following her around, not like we were together and we were friends and we're out together. It was almost like I was following her around like a puppy, and she was treating me like I wasn't important when I would be out with her. And it's like, I never did this to her, but she, for whatever reason, took me self-deprecating to lift her up as an opportunity to make herself feel better. So she was acting like I was this lost puppy following behind her all the time. She started to just treat me like crap. And I couldn't put my finger on what was going on, but then I finally realized that the mask is off now. The mask is off, and that's my cue to exit. Also, toward the end of this friendship, this girl also began to adopt some of the things and interests that I had. So if I modeled in the past, or if I'm into fashion, suddenly she wants to be a model now and wants to be in the fashion world and do the things that I've done or am doing. And that was a huge red flag for me, was after I had lifted this girl up, make her feel confident and special as well, so that she can have a high self-esteem, she ended up running off with my whole personality. It was almost like she was trying to become me and morph herself into me. My only regret in that is that I didn't cut her off sooner, because seeing that side of her really shocked me, and I was just so taken aback. But nonetheless, she's been removed from my life, and lesson learned. But that's just an example of what happens when you self-deprecate for a friend who is showing signs of being intimidated or jealous of you. So what I will leave you ladies with is pretty privilege is something we leverage in society, just like smart people leverage schooling and going to really prestigious competitive schools so that they can have great careers and jobs after they finish. Just like athletic people leverage their physical athletic abilities to get opportunities in the sports world and to get paid. So how is leveraging beauty so much different than any other gift one possesses? I'll leave you guys with that. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. I would love to hear what you think about pretty privilege and the taboos around it, and just the people who benefit off of you not knowing that you're pretty and beautiful, and people who benefit off of you diminishing your beauty and your light. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box. You can share your experiences there with any issues you've had with friends, family in this area. Have a lovely day, ladies.